We're going to do a load bank testing of the battery that's found in the Energy K2 and the Energy Kodiak Solar Generator, since the batteries are the same. And right now we're at the 12.56 volts, but that's not the true voltage of the battery because there's 300 watts feeding it. In a second I'll disconnect the two. I will use this single burner, which I got for the great Vanlife challenge of making breakfast under $1 that's going on right now. And I need to learn its properties, and I'll need to learn how the Kodiak behaves with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the 300 watt solar panel to get a baseline of the actual Kodiak. I'm not going to turn it on. The solar panel disconnected. I'm going to turn it on and we'll see the real state of the battery. And the battery is at, look at that, 12.54. That's the highest I've ever seen the battery on its own, 12.54. And I have a theory. The harder you use the Kodiak, the higher it will charge up the other way. Because the more I use it, the better it is. Okay? So I will turn on the load right away. So I'm turning this to maximum, which is 5. And I will actually be doing some work with it. Ooh, look at that. A vegetable diet. And I already have rice and carrots cooked to go with it. So we are now. So let's see. We're 6 seconds into the test. And the voltage is down to 10.97. And the amps is 110 amps at 1,200 watts. So I'm already in violation of the Kodiak, and I know it. And this is the specs of the Kodiak. The Kodiak can surge up to 1,200 watts. No, I take it back. You can surge to 1,500 watts. But a single receptacle continuously running is only rated for 1,000 watts. And I'm over it. I'm roughly 200. So I plan to run this test for 5 minutes. And then I'll repeat the test again with the 300 watts connected to it. And there's a reason, and I'm going to go over the reason. You see the voltage? The voltage is 10.79. And that means the current to meet the power. So something happened. It could be, yeah, this has a protection on the element, so it turns it off if the element gets too hot, and that's a reality of life. But it doesn't matter. The test will go the way the test is. This is real life, and in real life you have to deal with the real situation. And I already know that the stove has a thermal protection on it that it shuts off the element when it thinks the element is getting too hot. And then it goes right back on. The question is since I'm violating the spec on the Kodiak, and the Kodiak is for an AC outlet, I have 1,000 watts limit. Will I overload the Kodiak? but we'll see. I don't know. And so far, the side fans haven't come on the Kodiak, so the Kodiak is happy. And it's interesting, the stove itself is throttling back. So the stove itself is throttling back. That's not the Kodiak. That's the stove throttling back every once in a while. Oh, it just came on. So here's the mic. So the fan just came on, the Kodiak. And it's getting quicker. And the Kodiak is saying, gee, I'm warming up. But I plan to run this for 5 minutes and see how, and that's what I'm going to do, test, it'll be a 5-minute load bank. So I really think that this shut off is being caused by the stove, not the Kodiak. And this is 5 minutes. So what do we have? We have 109 amps. We have 1,200 watts. And the lower the voltage, the higher the current is. So I'm basically done with this load bank. I only wanted to do it for 5 minutes.